Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. You won't believe what Christian McCaffrey just said about Brandon Aiyuk, and honestly, it has sent shockwaves through the NFL community, especially among 49ers fans who are still trying to process every angle of this revelation. According to sources close to the team, McCaffrey didn't hold back during a casual interview, offering both sharp criticism and unexpected praise for Aiyuk, sparking debates across social media, forums, and even locker rooms, where teammates are reportedly reacting with a mix of amusement and concern. The star running back apparently highlighted Aiyuk's explosive athleticism and undeniable talent on the field, acknowledging that when Brandon is at his best, he can completely change the dynamics of a game. However, McCaffrey also pointed out areas where he believes Aiyuk could improve, suggesting that certain decisions and plays have left room for frustration among those who work closely with him. The conversation around Aiyuk has taken an entirely new dimension since McCaffrey's comments went public, igniting speculation about the wide receiver's future with the San Francisco 49ers. Some analysts are claiming this is the kind of feedback that could either motivate a player to reach a new level or create tension within a roster that thrives on cohesion and chemistry. McCaffrey, known for his candid nature and willingness to speak honestly about teammates and opponents alike, seems to have struck a delicate balance between critique and commendation. Fans are dissecting every word, try to interpret whether this was a friendly nudge to push Aiyuk further or a subtle warning about consistency and decision-making. Rumors are swirling that the timing of this statement might not be coincidental, possibly hinting at internal discussions the coaching staff is having regarding offensive strategies and player roles. Interestingly, McCaffrey's statements didn't just focus on stats or highlight reels. He delved into the mindset and preparation of Aiyuk, something that many observers felt was unusually personal. He reportedly emphasized how Brandon's work ethic and attitude in practice sessions could be improved to match his raw talent on game day, suggesting that with slight adjustments, Aiyuk could elevate from being a great player to an elite, game-changing force in the league. Critics argue that this is exactly the kind of comment that fuels locker room tension, but supporters of McCaffrey's approach believe honesty, even when uncomfortable, is crucial for team success. Social media exploded with clips, screenshots, and breakdowns of McCaffrey's remarks, with fans analyzing tone, body language, and even inflection to determine whether there's admiration, frustration, or a mix of both behind his words. The reaction from the wider NFL community has been equally intriguing, as players, analysts, and journalists began weighing in on what this could mean for Aiyuk's trajectory. Some suggest this could be the beginning of a turning point, where Brandon either proves the doubters wrong and shines brighter than ever or faces questions about his consistency under pressure. McCaffrey's dual approach of praise and criticism has already been compared to coaching techniques designed to challenge a player while recognizing their potential, which only adds to the speculation. Fans of the 49ers are particularly vocal, expressing both hope that this motivates Aiyuk and concern that it could spark internal friction. The timing, tone, and context of McCaffrey's statements are being dissected with almost forensic detail by commentators eager to predict the next move. Amidst all this, insiders hint at the possibility that McCaffrey's words were part of a larger conversation about team dynamics and leadership roles, rather than a personal attack on Aiyuk. The notion is that the running back, who has earned respect across the league for his professionalism and insight, might be sending a message not just to Brandon, but to the entire squad, emphasizing accountability and growth. Speculation is rampant that this could influence play calling, positioning, or even contract discussions, as front offices carefully monitor both player performance and public perception. Some argue that this is exactly the kind of nuanced, behind-the-scenes drama that fuels NFL narratives in ways more dramatic than any game-winning touchdown. If true, McCaffrey might be inadvertently shaping the narrative for the 49ers season without even stepping onto the field. Meanwhile, fan forums are buzzing with theories, ranging from Aiyuk responding in interviews to McCaffrey's comments influencing fantasy football strategies and sports betting lines. Every angle of this story seems to be magnified, as if each word carries the weight of the entire franchise's future. The internet is full of clips, highlights, and tweets attempting to contextualize McCaffrey's statements, often adding layers of speculation about locker room chemistry, coaching staff intentions, and team culture. The narrative has evolved into a multifaceted conversation where praise, critique, rumor, and strategy intersect, giving fans endless material to analyze. Whether this moment becomes a catalyst for Aiyuk's growth or just another headline that fades over time remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. Christian McCaffrey's words have lit a fire that isn't going out anytime soon, keeping the NFL world on edge and hungry for the next development. Now, the question on everyone's mind is how Brandon Aiyuk himself will react to Christian McCaffrey's mix of critique and praise. Because in the NFL, a player's response to public feedback can shape perception just as much as on-field performance. Sources suggest that teammates are already whispering about potential reactions, with some expecting a quiet, determined response from Aiyuk, while others predict a more visible demonstration of confidence or even frustration. The rumor mill has gone into overdrive, speculating that this might influence the next few games, where every snap and target Brandon receives could be viewed through the lens of McCaffrey's comments. Fans and analysts alike are poring over practice reports, training camp footage, and previous interviews, searching for clues about how Aiyuk's mindset might have shifted. The energy around the 49ers has taken on a charged, almost electric feel, as if everyone involved is anticipating a dramatic development that could either strengthen team unity or spark a subtle internal struggle. Insiders are also pointing out that this isn't the first time Christian McCaffrey has spoken candidly about teammates, but the timing of his remarks about Aiyuk has added an unusual intensity to the narrative. Some speculate that the running back may have intended to publicly nudge Brandon toward heightened focus, while others argue that any public critique carries risks, potentially creating tension or misinterpretation. Analysts are discussing how this could play out in upcoming matchups, suggesting that Aiyuk's response might influence defensive strategies from opposing teams who will be watching for signs of confidence or hesitation. The speculation is compounded by the fact that McCaffrey is widely respected for his professionalism, meaning his words are rarely taken lightly. Social media is ablaze with theories, from imagined locker room conversations to possible scenarios where this exchange impacts team dynamics and the 49ers' overall offensive performance in ways only insiders fully understand. Interestingly, the chatter isn't limited to players and analysts. Fans have become amateur detectives, dissecting every clip and statement for hidden meaning. There are theories that McCaffrey's comments could affect Brandon Aiyuk's fantasy football value, influence endorsement opportunities, and even ripple into contract discussions or trade rumors. The narrative has expanded beyond mere performance evaluation into a broader conversation about leadership, accountability, and how stars interact publicly. Every phrase McCaffrey used is being scrutinized, with some suggesting subtle hints about team hierarchy, internal expectations, and professional growth that might not be obvious to casual observers. The intensity of the speculation underscores just how interconnected public statements, player psychology, and team culture are in professional sports. In this context, a single comment can become a catalyst for months of discussion and analysis, demonstrating the power of words within the NFL ecosystem. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Moreover, this situation shines a spotlight on the fine line between mentorship and criticism, as McCaffrey seems to be walking it carefully while still igniting widespread debate. Many insiders believe his intention was to challenge Aiyuk constructively, pushing him toward greater consistency while recognizing his immense potential. Yet, the dual nature of the message, both praise and critique, has led to polarized interpretations, with some fans seeing it as a leadership moment and others questioning whether it could create subtle friction. The ripple effects of such a statement are already visible, as commentators speculate on adjustments in game strategy, target distribution, and even the psychological approach of players preparing for high-pressure moments. This has created a narrative where every move, both on and off the field, could be read as a response to McCaffrey's words, further fueling the rumor mill and the continuous cycle of analysis that defines modern NFL fandom. Meanwhile, the broader NFL landscape has picked up on this exchange, with rival teams reportedly taking note of both McCaffrey's candor and Aiyuk's potential reaction. Scouts, coaches, and analysts are dissecting what this could mean for competitive matchups, predicting scenarios in which Brandon either rises to the occasion or struggles under scrutiny. The rumor has transcended the confines of the 49ers, becoming a talking point in podcasts, sports shows, and online forums where hypothetical outcomes are endlessly debated. Some insiders suggest that McCaffrey's commentary might even influence team dynamics league-wide, serving as a subtle reminder that individual performances are inseparable from leadership, accountability, and chemistry. In essence, this one statement has triggered a cascade of speculation, turning a routine evaluation into a multi-layered narrative with implications that reach far beyond the immediate team or player involved. Adding another layer of intrigue, whispers from behind the scenes suggest that coaching staff discussions may have been indirectly influenced by McCaffrey's comments, whether intentionally or not. There's speculation that offensive schemes, target prioritization, and even the approach to practice sessions could subtly shift in response, as everyone works to balance talent, consistency, and morale. Analysts note that this is exactly the kind of scenario where high-level feedback intersects with strategy, transforming a verbal observation into a potentially game-altering influence. Fans are analyzing every social media post, interview, and highlight reel, hunting for evidence that Aiyuk is responding with renewed determination, tactical adjustments, or subtle changes in behavior. The narrative has evolved into a suspenseful story that feels almost cinematic, where every detail, no matter how small, becomes material for debate and prediction, illustrating the unpredictable ways words can ripple through the NFL ecosystem. Ultimately, the McCaffrey-Aiyuk exchange has cemented itself as one of the most talked-about storylines in the league, blending rumor, insight, and speculation in a way that keeps fans and analysts captivated. Whether this will result in immediate performance changes, long-term growth for Aiyuk, or simply become another anecdote in NFL lore remains uncertain. The energy surrounding the discussion reflects the passion of modern sports culture, where a single statement can ignite conversations that span locker rooms, media outlets, and fan communities worldwide. For now, the anticipation builds as everyone watches closely, waiting for the next move, the next quote, or the next big play that could validate or challenge McCaffrey's observations. In this high-stakes, high-visibility environment, the drama is ongoing, and the story of Brandon Aiyuk's response continues to unfold, keeping the NFL rumor mill spinning at full speed. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.